Somebody else. Yeah. Hello, 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 and welcome back. This is Elizabeth Clare Brewington and Elton Brewington. We are in part two with Dr. Boakye, and we are going to be talking about Karité, which is this amazing product. And if you saw the first segment, we'll make sure there's a link so you can see the whole segment. But what we're really trying to tell you is attend our health and wellness where we're giving her an award, and you will get the chance to try this product just like we tried it. All you have to do is attend, and you have a chance to win. And of course, if you didn't win, you can buy the product, and we'll make sure that you have access to her website, which she will tell you in a minute. So tell us about this an incredible journey. How did this begin? Did you just wake up in the morning and say, "I need some shea butter," and let me talk to my sisters, or did it? How did this happen? Did you all meet in someone's house over coffee? What was the story?
So, thank you again for this award. I'm really, really humbled, and I think my sisters, if they could be here, would also be are also very delighted. So the way that our journey worked is that again we used shea butter growing up as a child, and I do recall that we were in my mother's. Kitchen and my mother's here in New Jersey, and we decided to whip up some shea butter because we were putting it on one of my kids, and we were just like, this is just so much work. So we whipped it up in the whip. I forgot what you call it. The master. I forgot the KitchenAid
Whipping
master.
bowl.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then and it whipped up really nicely, and that's
Uh-huh.
how it actually all started. So we were like, what if we whipped up our shea butter and then we started to add all these other little things to it. So we tried the whipped
Uh-huh.
butter for a little bit, then we tried adding this, we tried adding that, and then we said, you know what, we need a lab because we need to do make sure we do this right. But we wanted to be very strategic with the lab because we wanted a lab that wasn't going to add all these preservatives, because as a dermatologist I know what happens when patients get all these rashes, and I wanted to make sure that whatever ingredient we put in did not irritate. I know everyone's different, but did not
Right.
irritate most people. So we all went with more of a plant-based model. So when you look at our ingredient list, you'll notice that we have a lot of botanicals there: rosemary, sunflower seed, coconut oil, palm oil. And the palm oil comes from my father's palm oil factory in Ghana. So we're not
Mm.
harming the environment. We're not harming any orangutans, because that's another thing that we always get, like, oh, you guys are using palm oil, so therefore you are harming the earth.
Yeah.
And we're like, no, this is coming from my father's farm, so we know exactly where it's coming from.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then all of a sudden we came out with our first SKU, which is the hand cream. So
Mhm.
I think we were very, like I said, it started in my mother's kitchen, and then we just we just went for the ride. And we started off very slowly. I remember when we had our first conversation with the lab, they were like, well, how many SKUs do you want? And we were like, just one. We're just going to start off with just one. We just
Right.
want to get it right. And I'm
Yeah.
glad that we've taken our time, because it's been an interesting ride, and it's a blessing just to work with with my sisters and my entire family. But I also think it's great because we are giving back to the community. So one
Mhm.
way that we're giving back is that, one, we're getting our supply from Ghana, right? We're not getting it
Mhm.
from anywhere else. Number two,
Mhm.
we visited the women who pick our shea nuts, and
Mhm.
this year we have collected sneakers. We were planning to
Mhm.
go back and donate those sneakers to the women. However,
Mhm.
COVID has hit. And so hopefully once at the end of this year, we're planning to go back and give all the sneakers that we've collected over the course of 2020 to these women.
Oh,
Mm.
that's a great
Very good.
story. Yeah,
But
that's a great thing.
it has a lovely smell to it. Let me put some on your hand. It has a
Yeah.
lovely smell to it,
Yeah.
and I think
So
yeah.
we're trying the product as well. So we
Right.
want to
Uh
show
huh.
you
And
how. Yes, it does have a beautiful smell.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Usually, and it's so
Mhm.
light. Usually
Yes.
you think of shea butter as being so
Mhm.
heavy, but this is so light.
Yeah, it's very
And as you
creamy.
can see, there's no white
Oh,
remains
it's
that you normally would see with products like
beautifully
this.
creamy. I mean, it's very creamy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
So
and then the smell is refreshing in itself.
yeah.
Uh huh.
Absolutely,
Uh huh.
absolutely. As a physician, when I'm constantly touching people, and I'm also washing my hands. So one thing I wanted was that when we had this hand cream, I could put a little bit on. I felt moisturized, but it wasn't sticky. I felt a lot of
Okay.
hand creams that are on the market are sticky, and as you alluded to, make you ashy. And I really wanted
Right.
a product that didn't do that. And when we tested the product with some of the pharmaceutical reps that came into their office, they were like, "Oh my gosh, Dr. Boakye, I could put this on and shake someone's hand and no one would know." And I was like, "There you go.
Right.
That
Right.
was my
Yeah.
validation right there."
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what exactly the reaction we had when we tried it.
Mhm.
So the concept happened. How long did it take? And then you're manufacturing here in the United States, and we love that story because we're trying to promote more jobs here. So you're not only just helping back home, but you're also helping here. So how does all this work? How did you get from concept into manufacturing in the U.S.? What made you determine that was a better move?
Yeah, I think when it comes to supply chain, and I think we all have heard about supply chain right now in COVID, you really want to be close to where you're manufacturing. So that way, if anything goes wrong, you're right then and there. So I think we were very meticulous and strategic in doing that, and we wanted someone in New Jersey. So that's because that's where we are all based out of. So when we were looking at labs, we really wanted someone who could do more of a clean formulation and not use as much ingredients. So we interviewed a lot of labs, and we found one that felt very comfortable with.
Wow, marvelous. Now, did COVID affect you? Did you have to close down? Did you reopen? How is that working right now with the pandemic?
Luckily, we were. I think I'm a Christian. I believe in God. God blessed us in the sense
Yep.
that in terms of our productions, we had produced pre-COVID. So we had
Yeah.
all of our supplies. So
Supply.
we were not,
Wow.
yeah, so we were very lucky in that sense. So we were okay. I know a lot of
Oh,
other
that's
brands were not, and I feel for them because I couldn't imagine
yeah.
the stress. Mhm.
That is good.
I do notice in the dexterity of the touch from the use of the cream, there's a more specific element of finger touch, which is amazing. I mean, and you put it, it's not over creamy or sticky or
Yeah.
anything that way. So I mean, and most people don't pay attention to that. I'm a little weird, but the static intensity of the touch and I mean, anything that can cultivate a static acclimation and use is quite great actually.
Yeah.
I mean, including touch. So what an amazing cream! You've done a great job. I mean, if it had the benefit of being COVID preventive, that'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
There was such a cream out there, such as
Yes.
that.
Yeah, have you thought about adding a sanitizing?
Oh man, you'd be on your way with that.
So tell us about the name. I love this branding. I mean, I love the wood finish, and I love the sizes. This is a great one you can put in your car, in your handbag,
Yeah.
all over your house. And then this is so great because after your shower, you have it ready. And then even the lip balm is so cool because usually, they have things that So this is great because it doesn't. It doesn't
especially during
tarnish easily.
winter months.
So tell us about this name, Karité. What does it mean, and the
Yes.
branding?
Absolutely. So Karité is French. It means shea butter. And so we fell in love with the name, right? Just go back to its roots. The image here is actually of shea nuts. These are what shea nuts look like. Okay. And then lastly, because it comes, shea trees grow wild in Ghana, in West Africa, as well as in East Africa. And so because it comes from a shea tree, we figured why not go with a bamboo top? Because that way it just brings it all together. So this is the packaging here. And then what we did with the lip balm, because it came out during COVID, we didn't want to put our hand in there just because, our hands are always touching stuff. So you could actually just put your lip inside the tube and hydrate your lip. So that was why we purposely picked this size for our lip balm. Yes.
That's really cool. Now, let me give you a tip that I just discovered with your product. So if I was to wear my mask,
yes,
and then when I remove it, I have my lipstick all over. So what you can do is you can, like mute your lips a bit, and then when you put the lip balm over it, you will find that it is not gonna be as effective on the mask. So you've just got to play with the percentages of
More
this. But
smear.
this is a great way to, when you can't wear lipstick with a mask, but you can definitely wear shea butter. And I thought that was pretty incredible, because I kept getting Facebook requests about, what do we do about lipstick and the mask? So, so I think this is a great alternative. Yeah.
It is. And as for females, actually, and nowadays, if you don't need lipstick, if you're not going to be on a Zoom call, this actually adds like a nice little sheen. So you don't
Yeah.
really need a lip color per se. You could just use the natural lip color to
Yep.
get that shine.
So that's awesome. Yeah. So there you go. And so once again, let's tell us where we can get the product.
Sure. So thank you again. You can find this product at mykarité.com. So that's mykarite.com. You can find all the SKUs there, the hand cream, the lip balm, as well as the body cream.
And you can get 2 tickets or more, go to our website, www.brightsideglobaltrade.org. And if you missed the event, we're recording everything, so you'll be able to see all the sessions, as well as the virtual award ceremony. And if you attend, you can get tickets, plus you get a chance to win a beautiful set that she's given us. So that's going to be a great prize. So you'll see all this on our website, www.brightsideglobaltrade.org. Thank you, Doctor, so much
Thank you
for your time.